today's session we will learn what are the types of leases. Why we need types of leases is the accounting treatment is different for various types of leases. There are two types of leases. One is finance lease and another one is operating lease. Now let us understand which lease is called finance lease. Suppose if asset is transferred to lessee at the end of the lease term. If asset is getting transferred to lessee at the end of the lease period, then it is a finance lease. Or see, this is, if this condition is satisfied, then it will come under finance lease. Or if there is an option to the lessee, to take the asset at the end of the lease period, then it is also called finance lease, and the fair market value of the as on the date of the end of the lease term is greater than the price at which the lessee can exercise the option. Suppose if the lessee has the option to take the asset at 100 rupees at the end of the lease term, but the fair market value of this asset at the end of the lease term is 200 rupees or 500 rupees, then it is very minimal price the lessor is giving the option to the lessee to take the asset. Even in such cases, then this lease will be treated as finance lease, and this will be evident at the beginning of the lease itself. When you see the agreement, it will be very evident that the exercisable option rate is much less than the fair market value of the asset at the end of the lease period. Next, third is economic situation. Economic use of the asset. Suppose what is economic use of the asset is, if the economic life of the asset, if the life of the asset is say 10 years and the lease period is 8 years. That means the lessee is using the asset to the maximum economic life of the asset. So in that cases also the lease will be treated as finance lease. Next, if the present minimum lease payments is equal to or close to fair market value as on the lease date. See, the present value of minimum lease payments, if the present value of minimum lease payments is equal to or close to fair market value of the as on the lease date, then also this lease will be considered as finance lease. Why? Because the lessor is getting entire money of the asset on the day one. That means over the period of the lease, he is able to recover entire the value of the asset. So in that cases also this will be treated as the finance lease. Now here present value, how will you calculate the present value? With the discounting factor. So what should be the discounting factor? Discounting factor should be interest rate implicit in the lease. Discounting factor is the interest rate implicit in the lease. Or if this is not if this is not available, interest rate implicit in the lease is not available, then what you can do is incremental borrowing cost of lessee. If this is not available, you can take incremental borrowing cost of the lessee. So, in these cases, it is to be treated as finance lease. And another criteria may be that the asset is customized to the lessee. Customized to the lessee. That means the lessee has made some specifications and he has procured that particular asset and he has taken that asset on a lease basis. In this case, why this has to be treated as finance lease? Because this particular asset is not commonly used by any other person. If that has to be used, then there is a major modifications have to be done. In that which is very costly affair, then the lessor will not be able to give it to others. In that cases, the lessor will try to recover entire money from the existing lessee. So in those cases also, it should be treated as a finance lease. And there are few additional points also by which it should be treated as a finance lease. One is that if lessee cancels with indemnity to lessor, that means lessee indemnifies the losses due to cancellation of the lease. See, lessee cannot cancel the lease. In case if he is cancelling and he is indemnifying the losses, then in such cases also that should be treated as finance lease. Now coming to next, another additional point will be any gains or losses accruing during lease period or to lessee. Suppose 5 years of lease period is there and whatever gains or losses accruing in the lease are going to the lessee. In such cases also it will be treated as the finance lease. And another additional point is if the lease term is extended after initial period. Suppose initially the lease term was 5 years and it can be extended for say another 3 years or 5 years. If that situation is also there in the lease agreement, then this also will be treated as a finance lease. Basically, why we are dividing the leases into two aspects is the accounting treatment is different for these different leases. That is the reason it is required to identify whether a particular lease is a finance lease or is a operating lease. How to identify a finance lease is you have to check these criteria. If any of these criteria are satisfied, then it is called finance lease. If it is not satisfied, then it is operating lease. But one point you have to remember is whether finance lease or operating lease, it depends upon the nature of the transaction and it is not depends on the form. Suppose if it is agreement, it is written operating lease and it is not satisfying the conditions, then it cannot be operating lease. It has to be treated as a finance lease. Substance over form is important to verify, rather just going by the agreement. This has to be kept in mind. Now we will see what is the accounting treatment. Now we will see what is the accounting treatment for finance lease in the books of lessee. Accounting treatment in the books of lessee for finance leases. See, purpose of accounting standard 19 is to prescribe and what are the accounting policies and procedures to be followed for disclosure purposes, how the accounting has to be done and how it has to be disclosed. Okay, so in leases there are two parties, one is lessor and one is lessee. So now we are looking for what are the accounting treatment for lessee in case of finance lease. First thing, the lessee has to treat this as an asset. Whatever he is taking the equipment or asset, it has to be treated as an asset and liability. What is asset? The asset which is taking on lease is to be treated as a fixed asset. And what is the liability is the amount payable to lessor. Okay. So how will you identify the value of the asset or liability as on the date of the lease? How will we identify? It is minimum of present value of minimum lease payments, or fair market value. Minimum of present value of minimum lease payments or fair market value, whichever is the minimum, so whichever is less, we have to take this as a value of asset and liability. How will you identify present value? I have already told present value has to be taken based upon this rates. Then you will get the present value of minimum lease payments, and you have to see what is the fair market value of the asset as on the date of the lease, and that particular value you have to take as a asset and liability. Here you will do like this entry: asset account debit to lessor account, this will be liability. Okay, so this is the entry you will take, and this value will be arrived based upon these two figures, whichever is less in these two figures. Next what to do? This lease rentals, whatever lease rentals lessee pays, have to be divided into two aspects. One is towards outstanding liability, another one is finance charges. See, now we said we have taken list of this below and we have accounted this asset and liability. Now every month or every year, lessee pays lease rentals to the lessor. So entire amount should not be taken to the lessor's account. It has to be divided into two aspects. One is outstanding liability, another one is finance charges. This will go to P&L and this will reduce the liability, which is taken in here. Some portion will go towards the setting of this liability and some portion will go to the finance charges. And this finance charges is for the lease period, not for 1 year. Finance charges to be distributed, allocated to lease period. This finance charges has to be allocated to the lease period, not for one time. Okay. Next, this is, you understand, I said it is an asset. When it is an asset, what is the next question comes is depreciation. See, he has taken this as an asset. This is a fixed asset. If it is fixed asset, you have to calculate the depreciation. So, lessee has to calculate depreciation. How will he calculate? like any similar asset which he follows the policy for other assets, owned assets, the same policy have to be followed. Owned assets. Whatever the owned assets he is having, whatever policy is following, the same policy has to be applied to this asset also. And it has to be in line with Accounting Standard 10, property, plant, equipment. It has to be in line with that accounting standard. And next, suppose to procure this lease asset, if he is incurring some one-time expenses, direct expenses to do this arrangement, that also he can add to the value. Any direct expenses. If there are any direct expenses, he can add the value that to the asset and he can take it in the asset account. And accordingly, depreciation has to be calculated. Okay. This is the aspects which lessee has to consider while accounting the finance lease in his books of accounts. We will explain this through an example in the next session. Thank you.